Keepers at Twycross Zoo in Leicestershire are celebrating the arrival of a baby bonobo ape.
The unnamed male. There he is, pictured with mother Yuli, is the only bonobo baby in the UK, one of just two born in Europe this year. The primates are known for their intelligence, their empathy, and their ability to bond socially. Can we just stay there?
It's very calming.
Just stay there. It's very, very calming. Keepers at Twycross Zoo in Leicestershire are celebrating the arrival of a baby bonobo ape.
So the as-yet unnamed male, pictured here with mum Yuli, is the only bonobo baby in the UK and one of just two born across Europe this year. The primates are known for their intelligence, empathy, complex social bonds, and, obviously, cuteness. Cute. Look at that.
We both do. We're both
What were you doing? Were you doing the same thing?
Let's do exactly the same.
We'll just go
all transfigures.
Look at that.
What a lovely,
lovely.
lovely start to a
We
morning.
love baby apes, don't we?
We do.
They're lovely.
They're critically endangered, with fewer than 20,000 thought to remain in the wild. But keepers at Leicestershire's Twycross Zoo are celebrating the arrival of a baby bonobo ape thanks to a successful breeding programme.
The as-yet unnamed male. Tiny thing, pictured here with first-time mother Yuli, is the only bonobo baby in the UK. Just one of two born in Europe this year.
Well, Rebecca Biddle is Director of Conservation at Twycross Zoo and can speak to her now. Morning to you, Dr Biddle. I believe we look at you, and is that the enclosure that we can see behind the glass directly behind you?
Yes, it is. Good morning. So, yeah, I'm here at Twycross Zoo and I'm standing right next to our bonobo enclosure here, where we are, super excited and proud to have welcomed our new baby just a week ago now. OK, everyone's going to be thinking the same thing. Can we see anything through the glass? Where's the mother and baby right now? So we can go and have a look and see if they're outside in the enclosure. Mother and baby might have been inside just because obviously it's very early in the morning. It's a little bit cold and grey out here as well. But we are hoping that the bonobos will be out here. So hopefully you can see some of them behind me. So this is our troop. We have 13 bonobos. And as you mentioned, yes, they're an endangered species. So we're extremely proud to have this new arrival with us because it's really important for the conservation of the species.
Good morning, Rebecca. It's Naga here. In terms of how bonobos socialise, I mean, there is that fact, isn't there, that something like 98% of our DNA in humans, and we're the most similar in terms of that aspect to bonobos. But in terms of how they socialise, how they'll welcome the new baby, if at all, how's all that working? How are you observing that?
Yeah, so we have a team of expert keepers here on site. So they have been really observing, they're behavioural scientists. They've been watching everything to check that everything's OK. But the baby has met most of the group now. And yes, you mentioned that they have really interesting social behaviours. We know that bonobos are actually a female-dominated hierarchy, which is fantastic and just very, very interesting, very different from chimpanzees, for example, different from other primate species as well. So the females will be really interacting and getting to know the new baby now he's with us.
And in terms of, like, the family unit, is it one big family unit in terms of extension and how they work together, or are there kind of separate families?
So, yeah, separate families at the moment, but they live communally. So, you know, there's a lot of interaction between the baby and the other animals as well. So we have 13 in total here, which is a really significant proportion of the overall European population. So actually this birth is important for us at Twycross, it's important for our troop. They'll all be getting to know each other and the dynamics. It's a fantastic natural enrichment for them to have breeding within the group, but also it's really important for the European population. So we work with zoos all around Europe who are other members of EASA to make sure that we can maintain this long-term, sustainable, genetically healthy population of bonobos, which is what we're doing here. So, yeah, great news for us at Twycross and our bonobos, but also great news for Europe and for the conservation of this species.
If you've got 13 there, one of the characteristics, and I'll put this delicately because we're obviously on breakfast and it's early morning,
yeah.
is that they
Yeah.
They mate frequently. They interact in a certain way frequently. How do you avoid inbreeding?
Yeah, so we have to make sure clearly that we are avoiding inbreeding. So we get recommendations for certain animals that we are allowed to breed as part of the EEP, making sure that we have that healthy genetics. But also a lot of the mating or perceived mating behaviour that you will see is not mating. It's, you know, it's socio-sexual behaviours that happens between the females in the group. And this is a really important thing for them to be able to bond with each other. So again, when you see in chimpanzees that they have evolved this male hierarchy and using kind of aggression and fighting for dominance, what we see in the bonobos is actually they use these kind of this social interaction as a form of reassurance for each other to really bond, to bond between the females in the group. So it's really interesting how they've evolved very differently from the chimpanzees. And these bonobos, you know, in the wild, they're only found in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And you know, like you mentioned, there could be potentially only 15 to 20,000 of them left. So what we're doing here at Twycross Zoo, but also what we're doing with our partners in the field in the Congo, is really important for their preservation. You mentioned that they're so related to humans. They're one of our closest relatives. So I think, you know, it's really important that we support them in the wild and we ensure that they persist on this planet with us humans.
Rebecca, thank you very much, and thanks for showing us around. We've had a little glimpse inside their enclosures there. So good luck in the days and weeks ahead. Thank you. That's Dr. Rebecca Biddle from Twycross Zoo.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.